Okay, this is session 1, video 1, and just have a look at your swim stroke. So obviously from the front angle here, we're looking at a few things, just making sure those hands don't cross over too much. And I can see there the hands are going in nice. It's a nice shoulder width. Really good. This hand going in shoulder width as well, so that's great. So your hand entry is pretty good. Now I can see something here as you're going to breathe. Now first of all, nice recovery. Yeah, I mean overall, before we start digging into this, I want to say your stroke isn't bad. You've got a decent stroke, so honestly don't worry about it at all. But there is a few things we look at. So first of all, recovery is really nice when you're breathing. That's excellent. The next thing here as well is your head position in the water. It's pretty good. You know, your head's not coming up and out of the water too much. You know, when I teach kids, it's always about your head being on a pillow. You know, and that looks quite nice. So your head's not coming up and out too much. And as you breathe, so you just breathe to your right hand side?
Usually to the right, I did used to breathe on both, but I just found it easier on the right.
Do you know, it's absolutely fine. I mean, I swam the channel, just breathe to my right the whole time, because I'm locked onto that boat, and that's what I'm looking at. So it's fine just to breathe to one side. But as I said, there's something happening when you breathe, which I can see this hand just dropping down.
All right.
So let's have a look at this angle here. Okay, so bam, bam, bam. So just generally, there's a few things not quite just connecting at the moment. And one is good entry, fingertips going in first with that right hand, perfect. And then your hand's pretty much dropping straight down. And you can see the angle of that hand there, it's just going down.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much just pushing water down, 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 down. And there, you're probably catching about here.
All right.
That's where you're starting to actually push water behind you.
Yeah.
When you think of the physics, is the water's got to go that way, so you go that way. And at the moment, a lot of the water's going down before you get in that sort of high elbow and catch.
Yeah.
And it means that the arm, it's fairly straight at this point, it's quite deep. What happens when your arm goes deep is you put a lot of pressure on your shoulder because you're not using your lats or your body, just kind of arms going down. So that's certainly one thing we're going to look at. It's just trying to get that catch a little bit better. I'll show you a video in a second what we're working on. And now here we go for the breath. And again, when you go into that breath, that hand hasn't stopped at all. That hand should be pushing straight out in front of you. Your head should be next to that shoulder as you breathe. And then as the head's coming down, that's when you should start moving the arm.
Okay.
So you're just pushing on that hand a little bit, and that's where we get the legs coming out.
Okay.
So what's happening is as you push down that hand, your mind sends a message to your legs going, oh, I'm overbalancing, and then the legs kick. So that it's happening with that breath there. So we need to get you a bit more streamlined. At this point, we should have tip to toe. It should be nice and straight, and the water's going around you.
Okay.
So we just need to work on that a little bit. And finally, for a long distance swim, two more things. Long distance swimmer, just in front of you here, we call that the front quadrant. You've probably heard about that before. There should always be an arm out in front of you when you're swimming. And at times, it's a little bit windmilly. And what we want is just look out in front like that. So you're pushing through, and it's just a little bit longer of a stroke. So it's not quite like that. It's just a little bit longer out in front.
Yeah.
Just a streamline. And so the last thing now is the hip rotation. Now we've got some hip rotation. There you can see there as you go to breathe. But often there's not much going on with that hip, especially when you're pulling through with this right arm. You can see there that that's not very streamlined.
It's only falling through sky.
So this is where we should really have that hip rotating, well, you know, the whole body rotation, and pushing that hand forwards. Okay. Go on the left, really good channel swimmer. Yeah, she's a top-handed swimmer, really fast long distance, and she's amazing. You can see even just there the difference, okay? So what we're trying to do is as her hand goes in, she pushes the hand forwards. So the hand goes in and she pushes forward, and you can see there your hand is dropping.
Front.
She's getting that long line, head next to the shoulder, hip rotating, and then the other hand's coming in there.
Yeah.
And see, so it's more of a catch-up. where the hand's coming out in front and then pushing that hand forwards.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to try and get, is a straighter line.
Okay.
And as she goes to breathe, just trying to get a breath for you on the other side. So you can see there, she's going to breathe, and that arm is straight out, head next to the shoulder. She gets the breath, and then as the head's coming down, she's pulling through. And it means that after the breath, she's getting a full pull with that other arm. Your arms dropped. Yeah. So that's what we want to get. So just play it through. So we just want to try and get things just a little bit straighter, slowing down a fraction so you're actually grabbing the water now and not just the hands.
Yeah, it's a lot more windmilly than what I thought my swimming.
Yeah.
I didn't really realise it was that windmilly.
It could be a little bit in the pool as well, you know, it takes a little bit of time. But we would definitely want to get pushing out in front of you a bit more sort of. Okay, so when you push off, when I want you to push off this time, I want your head to be between the shoulders. Okay, that's where you're going to be, right up there. And then you can see your arms going straight away. Yeah. So just get yourself balanced first. Get right over the mirror before your arm moves. And see that one's gone straight down. Because you didn't just feel, just honestly take your time. All the time in the world in here. So one together, nicely together though. Okay, nice bent elbow. Now you're going underneath your body, which is fine. A lot of people do that, so that's okay. That's the way you normally swim. And you've got a nice bit of hip roll there as well. This arm now is very bent though. Yeah. You do a little teapot. What? So keep that nice and straight the whole time. Together. That's better. Better hand. But let's keep those hands a little bit apart as well, so not going right together.
No, it's still bent.
Little teapot.
Yeah.
So, okay, so much better. You took your time before you started. Now, we want the hands apart, shoulder width. Yeah, they keep coming together, so you want to keep them wider. Because the idea is, from here you're pulling straight back. Yeah. From there you're going to go out. So just straight back from that shoulder. Okay, and right hand, you can see the elbows bending there. Yeah. You're getting it. But what you can do is, do that traffic there. Just feel for the water slightly, put some pressure on the hand, then that can activate the elbow a little bit. So just feel for that water and then you're going to pull back. But yeah, you definitely get a nice bend there. A little bit of elbow bend as well, and that arm is straight. So a little bit of body rotation there, so that's good. And left arm, it's going a bit too far under now. Yeah, so let's just, I don't mind it going under the body bit, but it's actually starting to point. Yeah. Just give me your hand, your left hand. Okay, this finger here, I'm going to squeeze it, that should point to the bottom. Okay. Okay, it shouldn't be going across to that side, that should be pointing to the bottom as you pull through. But anyway, and together. Arms, just lost that arm a little bit there. Just do 2 strokes, don't do 4, just 2. Okay, we're just doing catch up. And breathing to the right hand side, so pushing off, get yourself balanced first. Again, you can wait a little bit longer, and then you can just think about this arm because it's still going a little bit straight down. That's really deep. Yeah. So we have to get, start getting that body roll as well. When you pull, you want the body to go as well. We'll do a little drill soon, but just try and get out to the side a little bit more. But anyway, together and together. There's a lot of kick going on as well behind. Just relax the legs a little bit. Now this is the important bit, what we're working on now, is the breath. So you can see there, as soon as you start to put pressure on that hand, that's when you should roll. Yeah. Okay? You've gone for the breath a little bit late. You've gone for it there, and then by the time you breathe, you don't have very long to catch that breath. So as soon as you start, put pressure on that hand, you roll and then down. Yeah? But otherwise, that was really good. It was a really nice breath. You're in line now. That's what we want to get. Yeah, a little bit of hip rotation, shoulder and head. So that's better. But let's just make it a little bit sooner. So.
Because I think I've been having a rush breath as well, because I've been out of balance.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to...
Okay, so let's have a look here. No, just that arm could just be a bit straighter still. But not to, I mean, the main thing here is you've started the pull and you're rolling for the breath and you're keeping that arm straight and then you're down and then you've got a full pull with this arm now. Yeah. Where before, when you were breathing, that arm was already dropped down. Yeah. And so you've lost that, so now you've got that nice long stroke through. Now obviously you're not going to do full catch-up in the stroke, but this is starting to get where we want to be. You can just get that arm a little bit straighter.
It's a lot to think about, isn't it?
And now when you're going to breathe, you can see the body roll there. That should be the same as when you're not breathing. Okay, you should still get that same body roll pulling through.
I do notice, when I was going like that, it wasn't.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's no roll at all on that one. You've got a body roll, and then you're flat. It shouldn't be like that. It should literally be. It should be breathe and still that roll and breathe. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, we're doing catch up with the paddle, and it's a tricky drill to do. You did really well. Yeah, your breathing's looking great now to the side. Now this isn't a magic paddle. It's your hand is keeping your arm nice and straight as you breathe. Yeah. So that hand's not sinking down anymore. This arm still loves to, isn't quite straight yet. You haven't quite got that nice straight pushing out. But
how weird is it that the left one will go straight and the right one's not? That's weird.
But you're looking better. The body roll is coming in more now. So you're doing the body roll this way, lovely now. That's really good. So the body roll is actually starting to happen both sides, which is really, really good. So that's, again, nice little drill to work on. So single arm drill works really well. And swimming like this, I mean, look at that line in the water there.
Yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it?
Really good. So we're going to go back. So here we go. We're not breathing on this one. We're just trying to get this long line out in front. Now it would be nice if we didn't have that slight bend. Yeah. But never mind. We've got that at the moment.
Do you think it's just bending before I put it in, or is it just never straight?
No, it's just not straight. But look at that. That is beautiful. So that's where you're starting to streamline now. This is where the water's starting to go around you, because you're pushing that hand forwards, and you can catch that water right from the top now. This hand, that's good. You're catching it, and going under. So catching from out in front, and that's what you want. Hip rotation both ways now. And you can see your legs, when you're not breathing, they're not coming out at all. Yeah, they're locked beside each other, which is great. Okay, let's do that one more time. Okay, I've got to say, this looks great. Not breathing, but just trying to keep it nice and long and pushing things. Look at that. That looks really good. Really nice swimming there.
I can't believe that's me swimming. It's loads better.
Things are starting to come together now. Yeah, we're doing is we're just sort of ironing out a lot of those sort of kinks you had, so things just seem a bit straighter. Yeah. Okay, so this is where we're going to do some breathing. Starts off nice, and then
get all wobbly.
Just start, the hands just start. So go through. The hands just starting to sink a little bit. Yeah. As soon as you lose that, then the pressure's going down. Okay, so you're not balanced, and then you can put a bit of pressure on the shoulder. The idea is you're rolling on that point, so there's no pressure on the shoulder at all. And you just start to go down, then you're rolling, and then again you just lost a little bit, and then the head is starting to go down as you drop back. So you just lost that sort of streamline. Okay, we're going to have one quick go with this.
Okay.
We're going to stop over soon. Do you want to get yourself ready? Do you want to get your hogs on?
Intimidating, huh?
Okay, let's just do a little side by side. The right hand side is when you first came in. The left hand side, you're swimming now. And you can see on the right hand side here how it is windmilling a bit. Yeah, the arms just aren't pushing out. And now just get that longer stroke out in front by pushing forwards. As you go for that breath, you can see the hand dropping down on the right. Now, at the moment, you're obviously still in that catch-up. Now, eventually that will go. It'll be more fluid. That's the only thing at the moment. But it's better for now to be more catch-up than to be like that and be windmilling. So again, that will get more fluid, but just starting to look better. And
well, a lot of things to think about before we come on.
But also, when you're going to breathe there, the legs aren't going crazy now. You know, they're not sort of kicking out as much. So again, just side by side, just starting to look a little bit better, pushing those hands out. it's a case of if you try to go across the channel with that cadence,
yeah.
you know, you're really going to burn up a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Where, as I said, it's about that pull through the water, getting that water high and pushing it behind you. Yeah. So bits of work on there.
Yeah.
So what I recommend, I said, go away and practice those things. And the idea is, once you feel like you've got them, then come back, and then we can hopefully build on it.
Yeah.
Now, there's no point in coming back tomorrow because we should do the same things again. And you can go away and practice all that by yourself. You know, so single arm, thinking about that, getting that really rolling, getting to the side. Paddle, just keep that sort of catch-up style. Yeah. And then when you're swimming, just pushing those hands forwards and grabbing the water out there.
Yeah,
is that good?
Yeah, thank you.